justice will take care of people who violate military law. Let's get on to the...
Not a good assumption, Bill. Not a good assumption.
No, so you
Not
think the military is corrupt in that regard, Mr. Weinstein?
I do. I think I've been doing this for 9 years, 2 months, and 28 days. And we represent over 33,000 members of the U.S. military, 96% of them Catholics, like you, and Roman Catholics and Protestants, who are victims of religious oppression. So this is something that we view as totally out of control, and this is why we've been fighting so
you
long.
believe, you flat out, and I know that you talked to some Pentagon officials, they sought you out for a discussion. You believe that the military, the American military, is corrupt, that it isn't enforcing protections against, let's say, overzealous proselytizing. You believe that is not happening now?
I completely agree with your statement. It is not happening, and
that's not my statement. That's your statement. Okay.
Yes.
Because I don't know.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, that's what you believe. All right. Let's get the Islamophobic thing in here now. Would you say in the war on terror that militant Islam is our primary enemy?
I would say that absolutely. Salafi Wahhabist Islam, which is a small subsection of Islam itself. You know, not every Muslim, including fetuses inside a Muslim woman's womb, are terrorists, but our enemy is extremist fundamentalist Islam. Absolutely, no doubt.
All right. Okay.
Yes,
so you concur with that. And so therefore that our military's efforts have to be directed in that arena, where the jihadists
I wanted to say something. What I wanted to say is that we should be fighting as an American military our national interests, but we should not look like Christian crusaders to the people we're fighting. When we do that,
can you give me an example of how in the past? Yes. All right, give me an example of how we look like Christian crusaders.
2.5 years ago, we broke the story of the so-called Jesus rifles. Every rifle that we had in the U.S. military had inscribed on its scope New Testament biblical citations. We had over 136 U.S. Marines that came to us saying it was horrible for them in Afghanistan.
What was the inscription?
They were from the book of John, I think Mark, and there was one from Revelation. It came from a defense contractor called Trichicon that had almost a $2 billion contract. I forget the exact citation, something about the light of the world, and but it was the fact that it was the actual citation. They didn't have room to put the entire words down.
Right, but I mean, several days. Mr. Weinstein, with all due respect, why would you have forgotten? I mean, if that seems to me a fair.
Bill, let me try to respond here. Right. Obviously, the military grew this within a couple 3 days. They agreed that this was terribly wrong. It turned out that our NATO allies have these, even the Israeli Defense Forces.
So they wanted to change it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying you should be able to tell me what the offending passage was. All right, final question.
Well, Bill, you know, we have. Let me put it this way. I can give you lots of different verses that are out there. The bottom line is that this was well covered in the media.
The real bottom line.
The military made the change.
The real bottom line is the military took care of it. That's the real bottom line.
They did after we went and then they had to stand up and fight on behalf of our clients. They finally did, but without us, they would not have.
Now, final question. The Obama administration, very secular administration. Are you still saying that the military is corrupt, or I think the Obama administration, after 5 years, wiped all this out?
This is not an indictment on any member of the White House. Obviously, whether it was George W. Bush or his predecessor, or Obama, they're the commander-in-chief. We are seeing things that are better, clearly, under Obama. You say secular like it's a bad thing. From our perspective, I didn't say it was a bad thing. I said it's a secular military. Yes, but I would say that I say that very proudly. That means that everybody gets equal rights. This is the no-spin zone, and that's why we support it.
If everybody got equal rights in a secular society, I would applaud it. Of course, that's not true. We don't live in a perfect world. Secularism brings its own problems. Mr. Weinstein, we appreciate you being a stand-up guy and coming on in. Very interesting.